Okay. The dual, you'll find that everything is like extremely dualistic, right down to if you ask somebody that's you know, fully convinced that everything is dualistic, if you ask them, yeah, do you think God is one? They'd laugh at you. They would laugh at you. Why? Because of their own very existence. And it's blasphemous to think you're God. Yeah, they'd laugh at you.
Yeah.
Now, a non-dualist that's awake, yeah, you ask them. You ask them. What are they going to say? What are they going to say? Or what, if you can see what it's like to live in the dualistic world, you went up to a teacher, you ask him, tell me what it's like to live in the non-dualistic, because apparently thou art that. You are that, right? Tell me about that.
Are you asking me?
Well, we're posing that question to somebody that's non-dual,
yeah,
fully awake, yeah,
yeah,
and we're asking that person, yeah, tell me what your experience is like. Tell me what your experience is like, because the non-dual's experience is, well, you know, I was born such and such a year, and I got a wife and kids, and I go to work. I do this for a living, and you know, my parents came from fucking India, and my grandparents. You know, they'll paint a picture for you.
Yeah.
They'll paint a picture. Now, what's the non-dualist going to say? Given that that's what the dualist would say, what's the non-dualist going to say?
Well, I don't know that they would say anything, because what the dualist said is all a story.
Yeah. But this is where students get confused, because we're observing that this non-dual teacher, for all intensive purposes, absolutely seems to be here in this world that I inhabit, which is a dualistic world.
Yeah.
So, can there be the knowing of that you are, absolutely that you are, and yet you still exist for all intensive purposes dualistically?
Yes.
You couldn't be here otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
So that being the case,
yeah,
it would be quite natural, would it not, to acknowledge, yes, there is a personality here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it expresses like whatever. Like whatever is an expression of personality. And thoughts still just happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just still happen, right?
Yes.
But now that we've come to see the truth, instead of believing that the thoughts that I have as a dualist, are all mine, we arrive here and acknowledge and know that the thoughts that arise here for the non-dualist come from the one mind.
Yes.
So what gets left? A personality? G'day. Right? A personality.
Yeah.
And that used to happen doesn't happen like that anymore. And well, how did that happen? What did you have to do to make that happen? But to change that, I'd love to be able to change. That's where we go as a dualist. Change that. Yeah. Was the truth.
Didn't
Sorry, go on.
even do anything. Just
Well, actually, no, that's not even true. I'm the only one that could do something. The one.
yeah, it's just not attributing it to a me.
Well,
That
would be absurd to do that because there's no such.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. You know. Calling it the me. And then, you know, we go about effectively like trying to kill the damn thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And that's not love. That's not acceptance.
No, it's not.
It's not, is it? Yeah. It's just about all this is about is coming to see the truth, really, of what's happening. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no such thing as a me. Well, that's only a half truth. Why? Well, because I'm here. I'm alive. So the half that's true, yeah, will be whatever it is that's playing on the tape. It's whatever it is that's playing on the tape. And the other half, if you like, is just this here, the being. The being. Yeah? It's like we're trying to, we don't realize what we're doing. But not only are we wanting the tape to go away, we're wanting the being to go away as well. Why? Because the tape is saying, I am the being. And you know, and if that's all it said, that'd be fine, because it's true. You are the being. But unfortunately, there's a whole lot of other shit on the tape that gets played, yeah, that says the being is shit, the being got low self-esteem, oh, there's something. That's all on the tape, right? Oh, it's fucking anxiety. We get to throw that one in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? All on the tape, yeah. And then for proof as to whether or not we've awoken or not, we go to whatever's playing on the tape. Oh, is the anxiety left yet? No, that's still hasn't gone yet. Oh, well, you know, I can't be the being. I can't be. Yeah, you can. And yeah, you are.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Tanya, your true nature is just the fact that you're alive and you know you're alive. Okay.
Yeah.
You're conscious and you're aware. You're aware. Okay.
Yeah.
And the truth of what this has been saying your whole life is finally seen through. This, yeah, is what creates the jewel, and by far the majority of people just stay that way. And there's nothing wrong with it. That's just the way it is for the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are we doing, Buckley? Tanya, yeah. You know how I use the what do you call it? The amnesia pointer.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's a lot in that. There's a lot to. There's actually a lot more than people realize in that, because that's where your story is in the memory. Okay. Now, if that just completely stopped, it stayed stopped, and then there's an investigation into what I am, what would be left to look at? Or to even know what would be left? Remember? Amnesia. Okay. Well, in other words, yeah, just empty, clear, just, it's hard to, when we haven't experienced it, it's hard, but just clear, zero thoughts, and then you just find you would just absolutely find yourself here. What's going to be here, love? What could we say? What could we say that would
still seeing and hearing and touching is all the senses.
Yep, you're on it.
Here.
Yeah, you're on it. Right? The big one, love, is the being.
Yeah.
Honey, the being.
Yes. Well, being comes first.
Yeah, but we when the tape's playing, we don't fully experience the being. We kind of, it's kind of not even a big deal to, when the tape's playing, the being itself is like, it really, it's like, seriously, it's no big deal. When the tape stops and that's all that's left, and that starts to show itself as such, or now there is the realization that there is just this, the being. That's when it shows itself. And if it stayed that way, just quietly, just the being, just, guess what you discover? The being has a personality. But it's nothing to do with the personality that kind of once presented itself here whilst the tape's playing. And what we discover, this personality that arrives here with the being, is who you really are.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're no longer like sick and twisted and it's fucking demented in here. It gets really fucked up in people's minds. It really, really does.
Yeah.
Boom, it just stops. So that being the case, I'm trying to shift you as such from still having an interest in the tape to exploring the being.
Yeah.
Only the being. And just be and sitting quietly with that.
Yeah.
You know, you're the being, it's not like it's unfamiliar.
No, it's here now.
Yeah, it's not like it's unfamiliar.
Yeah.
It's just we've kind of never really, we never really go there and acknowledge it. It's as Bob would say, it's the life. It's the, what are we doing ignoring this and looking for something else? We're looking for something else.
What would that something else be? It'll just be a thought or idea.
Yeah, and you know what that, more often than not, what that last little bit of the tape is? Where's the joy and the happiness I was promised? Where are these fireworks? And that gets put in there whilst you're being on that non-dual path.
Yeah.
And not just that, there are other things that are promised, you know. And they're not manifesting. We go, well, I must be doing this wrong, will say the me, the tape. I must be doing this wrong. What am I missing here? Yeah, you're not doing anything wrong. Zero. Yeah, it's like whatever it is that's arising in your mind now that you're at this point, Tanya.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that's arising in your mind, can you let it all go? Not get stuck with any of it.
Something coming up. Yes.
Yeah, you
rising.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, well, all that stuff that's still been appearing, it's not the truth.
That's right. There's not one bit of it that is. Because the truth is only fully revealed when that stops.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about no thinking, because you've got a family and you're still going to need to think and do and so on, and that will just happen.
Yes.
I'm talking about any beliefs that might still be left there, or any expectations that might still be left there, around the me and what it's going to be like, or what am I doing wrong? Like, fuck, man, all of that. Now that needs to be. There's no answer to that stuff that's left. There's not an answer for it. There's not.
Oh.
Sorry to let you down.
Well, that's why no answer thing
coming. Exactly. Yeah. The answer that I was trying to get you to see, that the answer is that's here when you were standing in front of the mirror. It's here. am I the reflection in the mirror? Clearly not.
No.
But I kind of am too.
Yeah.
Ultimate. But am I? No, I'm not. Okay, then. Well, what have I got left? Well, here is the life. Here is the life. Here are the senses. I'm seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling all from here. I'm alive. I'm alive.
Yeah, I see there.
Yeah. And okay, then let's see a shitload more of it. The being.
Yeah.
Honey, it's the being.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yes.
Yeah. And this being is absolutely not whatever this says. Whatever this says is wrong. No matter what. Wrong.
Yeah.
And the only way that being is going to reveal itself is when that's fully accepted that this is wrong. It can't know. So, it's not like an answer's missing. There isn't one. Oh, fuck. Someone tell me that. Yeah. Let's just stay with the being, stay with the smile, stay with the here. Honey, you're already here.
I know.
No. Yeah. This is it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of like a 360. But when you arrive back here, yeah, it'll be cleaned up. Massively cleaned up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.